Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, June 21. The Ministry of Health is urging Jamaicans to use social media responsibly and desist from spreading unconfirmed health information. The island's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Winston Delahaye, is making that call in the wake of increasing social media reports of cholera being identified on the island.
I can categorically state that at this time, there is no diagnosed case of cholera in Jamaica. 1. 2. Even if we look at diarrheal disease, gastroenteritis for example, when we compare the number of persons coming into our hospitals nationally with gastroenteritis to last year, this time, that number is a 30% decrease, 30% less than we would have seen last year at this time. So there's absolutely no reason to think that there is an issue of increased numbers of gastroenteritis or let alone cholera in the country.
Dr. Delahaye is also stressing that the bacteria identified in a patient who is in hospital for abdominal pain and fever is not consistent with the severe diarrheal illness commonly known as cholera. While the ministry awaits the results from a sample sent for testing to CARPA in Trinidad, he points out that the patient does not have diarrhea and persons in contact with the individual have reported no symptoms suggestive of cholera. The last known case of cholera in Jamaica occurred 150 years ago. Since its reintroduction in the region in 2010, the Ministry of Health has heightened its surveillance and bolstered its capacity to identify suspected cases and mitigate any potential effects on the population. Government has received critical equipment and funds from the United States government to strengthen its crime-fighting operations. On Friday, the Ministry of National Security got a microscope, laptop, camera, and protective vests. The donation also included post-incident emergency equipment to assist with the collection and preservation of evidence, as well as supplies to aid in the training and equipping of first responders. And the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information signed a 2-year $4 million letter of agreement with the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, for the Safe Schools program. The USAID will provide $3 million, while the Education Ministry will provide $1 million, allowing the program to be expanded to more schools across the island.
This community-based approach targeting children is crucial to breaking the cycle of violence and criminality that has implications for security in the community, both nationally and internationally. The recruitment of youth into criminal gangs and lotto scamming activities is the best example of what we're up against.
The donation and letter of agreement followed a 2-day multilateral summit on crime organized by the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica. Participating countries signed a joint statement committing to dismantling transnational organized criminal networks. Human resource at the Jamaica Constabulary Force is to be bolstered with the addition of 100 district constables. National Security Minister Robert Montego says the addition will be realized within the next 4 months, increasing the number of police personnel being deployed on the streets. He was addressing the 37th anniversary church service of the United District Constable Association Sunday. The district constables are enrolled in a 4-month training program at the Police Training College, after which they will join the JCF and serve on probation for 2 years before being appointed permanent members of the force. There's been overwhelming interest in the employment aspect of government's HOPE program. 1,500 applicants were received by the Secretariat at an orientation and recruitment fair held at Jamaica College on Tuesday. National Coordinator Lieutenant Colonel Martin Rickman says the registration process will continue.
So this is only the first step in that regard. So we put out advertisement aiming to get the first 500 because we have spaces currently for 500 to be placed. We will again be doing a similar type program or similar type day like this where we will invite other persons in who will come in and register.
The HOPE program was launched by Prime Minister Holness last month. Implementation begins with the employment aspect, under which an initial 10,000 to 15,000 youth will receive training and jobs in ministries, agencies, and departments of government. And finally, nominations are now open for the Prime Minister's National Youth Awards for Excellence. The application period runs from June 19 to August 31. 15 to 29-year-olds are now eligible to apply. The traditional 8 categories have been expanded to 10, with new areas being innovation in science and technology and environmental protection. E-journalists and social entrepreneurs may also apply in the journalism and entrepreneurship categories. A special Jamaica 55 category targeting community-based projects undertaken by young people has also been added to this year's award.
What we're seeking to do is to find at least 55 young people across 55 communities who have truly excelled in community work. You know, I think we all know a number of young people who work tirelessly. They stage homework programs, they have their youth clubs running, and we have to find them and again celebrate them and hold them up for other young people to see.
The winner of the commemorative Jamaica 55 award will receive grant funding for his or her project. Interested persons may access nomination forms by visiting moeyi.gov.jm, youthjamaica.com, or any youth information center across the island. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.